Cheers. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. It's the Ratatouille IPA. Right, so last week was Easter. I was at the cabin the whole week, from Wednesday to Monday. Beautiful weather here. I was out on the deck the whole time, reading hops. I also finished up the IPA book. I can say that from chapter 7 to the end was much better than the first 6 chapters. It was more contemporary. It was like, starting off talking about Sierra Nevada and some of the breweries that started up right around that time, and moving forward. Everything from that time frame forward was well written. It was well organized, clearly explained, and then goes on to talk more about contemporary IPAs and obviously some recipes towards the end. So I can recommend the book. Putting together the first 6 chapters, you can tell it was sort of put together by a bunch of notes scribbled, who knows where, how, where they came from, in what order, and you just sort of unloaded all that. So if you're focused, you're paying attention, then you'll be able to piece it all together and sort of get what he was trying to say. And then again, the second half of the book was actually really good. I liked it. And then started reading hops. This thing was actually quite nice, because it goes way back in history, talking about the hops, a lot about the industry, obviously, but something that I learned that I didn't expect was it's obvious. Hops, it's a commodity, so to speak. So it's talking about the farmers. It's no different than corn or potatoes or carrots that you get in the supermarket. Hops is farmed, right? And you've got farmers out there that are harvesting hops once a year, and then you got to worry about planting and creating hybrids and testing and experiments and that whole sort of thing. It was really sort of an eye opener, and made me think about just how fragile the hops industry is. So that was kind of interesting. I thought that was very enlightening, so to speak. When it goes on later to talk about, like from the hop store chapters and moving forward, all the different techniques, some of the benefits, some of the things to look out for. Well, it kind of made me think that no matter how much I think I'm going to experiment as a home brewer, anything that I will try and do as an experiment has probably already been done at some point in history by 2 different people at the same time, in 2 different locations on opposite ends of the planet. It's kind of an eye opener about just all of the different things that people have done out there already, and pretty much done the experiments. It gets right down into the scientific analysis of hops in general, breeding hops, breeding new varieties, things like that. That was pretty interesting. And then coming off more into the different techniques for how to utilize hops, getting the best out of hop utilization. I really liked some of the stories about experiments that have been done, the results that were observed, and some of the lessons learned from that. So there was a few of those that I could take away and apply into my homebrew techniques. So from reading the yeast book, the hops book, and of course the IPA book, I feel like I got a much better grasp on what it takes, what I need to do in order to make sure that every time I begin a brew session, every time I start to cook up a new batch, makes me a lot more confident about what I'm gonna be doing, why I'm gonna be doing it, and those sort of things. So I'm really happy that I took the time to read those. Those were really great. So this weekend, I will be doing a brew. I'm not sure if I'll be recording a lot of it. I've got a buddy of mine coming over, and we'll pretty much be doing it together. I'm not sure which one I'm going to be doing yet. I want to do a porter. I want to try and do a cocoa vanilla porter, and there's also the gruit. So I'll be picking up the ingredients for the gruit tomorrow. If I decide to do a porter, then the only ingredient I have so far that I was able to pick up today was cocoa nibs. So I got some cocoa nibs down at a store, spices shop in Oslo, and yeah. So I really like to give a porter a try. I've got the pale ale still. I've got about probably 4 or 5 liters of the first Columbia Pale Ale, and I still have about probably close to 15 liters left of the Pliny the Elder clone. And you saw me pour this from the new keg. This is probably only the 3rd glass taken out of that keg for the Ratatouille IPA. So 2 IPAs, a pale ale. It's time to get something darker on the tap. And so I'll be working on that or the gruit. They're both going to come pretty shortly. So yeah, that's what I've got going on. I hope you guys are having a great Homebrew Wednesday. Cheers.